Hi guys, how are you? Today I want to talk about chapter 1, part 2 of the book Limitless by Jim Kwik. I I I've read I'm in chapter 10 now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm in chapter in part 2, chapter something. And I still don't know if his name is Jim Kwik or Jim Kwik. Because I saw a video and they called him Jim Kwik. So I still don't know how to pronounce his name right, so I'm sorry. I'm currently constipated. Yeah. So I'm sorry, my voice sounds weird is because I'm constipated. So, anyways, that's not what we're here to talk about today. We're gonna talk about chapter 1, part 2 of the book Limitless. And this part is titled Why This Matters Now. So yeah, why does this matter right now? And it's actually a kind of a profound question, I think. And I'm still impressed with what I have done. Wait, let me show you guys. So this is okay. First, I started with this and with this as a phone stand to hold my phone. And then I got a little creative and started using this, but it broke. So now I made this contraption, which works as a phone stand, and I'm so impressed how I did it. I have no idea how I did it. But yeah, so that's where my phone sits. Cause at first I used to do my videos like this vertically, and it's really bad. So now I'm doing them horizontally. So yeah. Anyways, so my notebook, my annotation notebook. This is all I wrote for this part. I mean, there's a lot more, but of course, I'm not going to talk about all of that, so I'm just going to talk about this. So let's talk about this. So, chapter 1, part 2. So, so you know how every superhero has an arch nemesis or arch nemesis, right? So yeah, every superhero has an arch nemesis, and um, it's no difference for this. So we are the superhero, and our arch nemesis is, guess what? Distractions or things that hold us back from being productive, being prosperous, being positive, and having peace of mind. So those are our arch nemesis. Whatever makes us do those things, or whatever makes us feel that way. So yeah. So now he talks about the four villains that disrupt our learning again. And he talks about it deeply and beforehand, but it's gonna look like I'm just giving you the definitions again, even though I'm not. It's actually the same, but yeah, sure. So digital delusion. So remember I told you that's when we have too much info to process. So he goes more profoundly into that and says how we as humans beings need downtime. So what is downtime? I didn't actually write anything for downtime, so I'm just gonna have to. Okay. So imagine after you use your phone for a long period of time, what would you do? You keep using it, or you don't use it. Those are your two options. So what would you do if you keep using it? You're gonna be you're gonna end up with our minds will be really downtime, because if we don't have downtime, our minds will become burnt. Yeah, they can burn, and that like is not good, because like it makes us in short word, if we don't have downtime, it makes us more stupid. So we have to let our minds be bored, wander off for a second, because if we're not bored, then the brain is not able to process that information completely. So, for example, when you're in the bathroom, when you're waiting in line, and you pick up your phone, you're not letting your brain process the information that it processed a couple that it gained a couple hours before, or a couple minutes before. And if you keep using your phone, it's gonna just gather more and more information. It's not actually gonna process it. So yeah, it's really bad. So just let your mind be bored for a second, wander off, do something, but let your mind process information. Yeah. Second, right. Wait. Okay, my boy should be better now. Yeah, Loki is better, so that's good. So, anyways, as I was saying, this lesson 30, what the hell? Okay, whatever. As I was saying, the second is digital distraction. So, you remember how digital distraction is? How we're always online and we get short amounts of dopamine. So, yeah. So, that dopamine we get is from texts, from people we like, from loved ones. And also, we get that digital dopamine when we get likes or we get noticed on social media. So, yeah. And people enjoy things. Oh yeah, so if you get that digital dopamine, you're just gonna enjoy that, and you're not gonna enjoy anything else in life, because if everything is good, then nothing is really good. So you have to let yourself down for a little bit and do something else, because if you keep getting that digital dopamine, we are gonna enjoy things less, because we have more access to our phones and we don't actually have access to the real world. So yeah. Now, digital dementia. So digital dementia is how we rely on technology, or as I said before, here and there, I said it before, we let our memory go to waste. And it's how we rely on text. For example, we look things up, and that, like, when we do that, we just straight up look it up, and that keeps our brain from retaining information. That's pretty much it. Now, digital deduction. That's an interesting one, because it's almost like digital dementia now that I think about it. So, digital deduction is that we rely only on technology. Okay, so we rely on technology, but here we only rely on technology. So, for example, here you can rely on books, but like mostly technology. But here you rely only in technology, and that can lead. For example, if we rely on technology, that can lead us to having a lot of confidence about a topic, and that can, like, us we think we know about it because we did it with Google or Gemini AI, or yeah. And what that can do to us is that overconfidence, because we are overconfident that we know a lot about the topic when we really do not know as much as we think about the topic. So, and that can lead us to making poor choices. For example, classes you Um, like you think you're good at, let's say, I don't know, at ELA, but you made an essay with AI. And because you got a good grade on that, you think that you're good at ELA, but you're actually not. So then in college, or well, I don't know how college works, but you can that overconfidence can lead you to take a class in ELA in the future, and you actually realize that you're not as good as you thought you were in that class. So yeah, that's much it. I don't know if you guys understood it, but okay, that's too bad. So, and then at the end of the chapter, he told us to think, think about and reflect about what of the four enemies are we struggling with. I really need water. I'm dying. No, but he told us to like list which original enemy he thinks would like which digital enemy we think we're having problems with. So I said digital deduction because it's true. Like I often do things about math, and that often I've done things with math with AI, and that has led me to have overconfidence about math. And yeah, so yeah, so digital deduction, and also because I also do a lot of my homework with this with the computer, and I don't actually do anything else. So yeah, so that's it for chapter 1, part 2 of the book Limit. I just hit myself. Anyways, the book Limitless. So yeah, and by the way, I want you to think and reflect. I'm gonna give you 1 minute, but think and reflect. Which of the four digital enemies are you suffering from? I'm gonna give you a minute. Why are you not reflecting about the question? You're supposed to reflect about the question. Now look at me. Reflect. I'm waiting. There's 10 seconds left. Come on. Okay, good. Now that you thought about it, I encourage you to try to eliminate that enemy or fight that enemy away from your life. So that's about it for this part of chapter 1. So yeah, I don't know. Subscribe, because I want subscribers. I want fame, money. I'm just kidding. In a way, yes, but not only that. Something else. It's deeper. But yeah, anyway, bye. 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 I don't think for sure I'll update a beta tomorrow, and if I am, it's not gonna be here in my house. It's gonna be somewhere else. So yeah. So yeah. I don't want to end the video.